Folks, how's it going today? Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Welcome back to Nebraska Lands. We're still working on that flooded out area. We got some cleaning up still to do today. Just kind of getting rid of some trees. Just knocking some trees down. Like I said, we were looking at maybe trying to salvage some of them, but in the grand scheme of things, it looks like that's just not going to happen. I don't see a way of really making that work for us. That's going to be beneficial. I think it's going to be a huge pain. So I decided that, you know what, we're just going to knock all those trees down and be done with it. I think that's our best plan. So I'm heading over to the shop. We got a piece of equipment I'm picking up. Give us a hand with that. Make life a little bit easier, hopefully, so we can get rid of some of the problems we're having with that stuff. And we'll be right back then. So let's get this taken care of. We'll head back to the farm. Let's do this, guys. Pitter patter.
Klutch Simulations.
Guys, it's good to see the county's all kind of dried up again. Got a bit of a bluebird day today. No more water on the ground. Everything's just kind of soaking in. We're finally getting back into it. Now, I'm a little worried about the fields yet. I have not been into the fields. I've been so busy trying to just clean up that mess we had over on the far side there. So I do need to really dive in and start tilling. We need to do a little bit of tilling going on over in the fields, actually right on our left here. There's a couple of crops here we need to till up. I do have, well, we got the land dog, actually. You can see it right there, actually. But we do need to get in there and make a bit of a mess. Get into the muck a bit here, I think, pretty soon. We might have a chance to do that today, but I really want to worry about, well, it's more of a build day. I've got a plan. We're going to be doing some building, and we'll see how that goes out. Now, I do need to get in the back. So we've knocked down both those old barns. I was so tempted to keep the one barn. I almost kept that small workshop barn. We're going to be trying to find a way to use that again. You know what? It came down to the fact that I don't really have any space for that in there. There's nothing I can really do to keep it in there. Nice and easy in here. Come on. As well, I'm just not sure if... Oh, look at this. I'm so just touched to the fence. Come on, get around that post. There we go. Best driver in Farm Sim. I'm not sure if I'm going to have any more space where I'm going to be able to build for a bit here. So I want to use that to advance. No, of course, I need to knock some trees down to do that. And so, well, you can see what we got in the back here. We got the T-Rex. Just a borrowing it. We're just leasing this for a couple, or renting it, I should say, for a couple days here. Let's see if we can pull back on in here. We'll talk a little bit more about what we got. As you can see, things have been kind of progressing down this neck of the woods. All right, we got the Peterbilt shut down. Let's go for a stroll back here, take a look around. What's left of this old barn we had here? This old beat-up barn. Like I said, the roof, the guys managed to salvage some of the roof from that. So you can see we got some planks, we got some beams. Kept them in pretty good shape, actually. I've got to get rid of all this old wood pile here. We're going to throw that in the back of the Ford probably and take that away. But all these trees in here, they got to go. We'll see over here. I might get rid of this little shed. I don't think we need this. I'm almost tempted to get rid of this stuff as well. We have a couple of silos right there for fertilizer and for lime. I don't know if I really need to have those. I think we could place those someplace else. Maybe move that around here. But this whole area, this, I don't know, must be a couple acres right in here. You know what? I want to make this into a horse boarding area of sorts. So we'll have to do some building here today. Maybe a little bit of landscaping going on as well, but I do need to clean these trees up. I did move off everything we had here. We stuck it into the chipper. We're going to go to town with that T-Rex next and get rid of as much of those trees as we can. See if I can clean this area right on out, and then we'll go from there. Shall we? Let me go unload this thing. The old lizard T-Rex. Now, if you guys have used this before, this thing has an interesting way of knocking stuff down. We'll see what happens. You never know. You never know with this. Sometimes it likes to work, and other times it just likes to shoot the trees straight up in the air. Oh, you got to really watch out coming off this flat deck, especially on first person here. Oh, I can't see where I'm going. Can't really see. There we go. That's better. All right, let's start with the stumps over here on our right. We got a whole bunch of stumps I needed to get rid of that we chopped down. I think it worked out pretty well. I was pretty happy with being able to use this. I'll have to get them to come pick up this the chipper here right away. Let's just get rid of these. Fire this up. Nice. And drop this down. And push her forward. Nice. Come on. Let's go. Look at the chips coming off that. Come on. Just find that spot. Get rid of that stump. Yeah, this is quite the process. I mean, look at these. I should have cut these a little bit down a little bit further, I think. They're just a little too high, actually. I was surprised that... too far. There we go. I'm surprised that we're only grabbing a little bit there. You can see, we grabbed a little piece behind it. Come on, just back it up a touch. A little bit more. There we go. Oh. There she goes. Got to find that sweet spot. That should do it. I think we'll be able to get it right there. There we go. Okay. So a little bit of a process to get rid of some of this stuff. We're still going to have to throw branches and stuff into the chipper, I think, once we get to it. But a lot of these trees, look at, there's just pieces everywhere here. Look at the chips coming off of this. I'd almost want to save the chips. If I was smart, I'd save the chips and use that for bedding for something for our pigs or even, well, for potentially our horses. But we're going to get rid of all the bedding. We don't need the wood chips. Let's see. I don't have a place to really store them as part of the problem with that. I wouldn't mind it, but wood chip storage is not really something I'm prepared to take care of right now. The bales are just a little bit easier on that. Well, but the bales do tend to make more of a mess. I think that's just, I'd much rather have wood chips. There we go. Come on, get rid of this thing. Slowly but surely we'll get rid of them all. It'll be a bit of a challenge here, guys. A lot of work to do with this. I wish it was simpler. And while that's working on that, I can grab, let's see if I can grab a couple branches here. Grab some of these branches. There we go. Let's see if we can grab this one here. Just pick this up. Oh, it's a little heavier than I thought. And we'll just go stick this into the chipper to get rid of it. Just cleaning up shrubs. Oh, let's see if we can place it right about here. Looks about right. Get on the far end here and just kind of shove this in. In you go. Maybe it's going to go in. There we go. That's got to take that, I think. Maybe not. Always having to get up inside the chipper. This chipper makes me nervous. And while I'm here, you can see we've got like little butt ends kind of just kicking around everywhere. Let's grab as many of these as we can to make sure we're cleaning everything up. And toss. There that one goes. Looks like it's going to hit. Perfect. So, it's going to be a bit more cleaning up to do still here. What else we got left here? Is this one still working away? Yeah, we got all that one. Perfect. I've got a couple of these. Then we're going to have to go back into the big trees again. I got one more branch right ahead of me, it looks like. There, we'll have to grab that as well. Just a lot of cleaning up before we can even think about building on here. I need to have them come by and pick up those planks of wood down there as well. We are making some really good headway right now. I've been knocking down trees like crazy. You can see here. Get outside. Take a look at this. Got rid of all the shrubs. Been throwing all the twigs, everything we can possibly find into there. Yeah, everything's looking good. We can get rid of this pretty much right away here. We'll see. Now I got builders coming right away today as well. We'll have the new horse stable I've got planned built in a bit here. I'm pretty excited about this. It's going to look good. I don't know how. I still haven't decided how the road's going to work coming in here yet. We'll have to wait and see on that. But everything else is looking good. There's the planks are ready to go. They'll be gone as well in a bit. We're getting there, guys. It's looking pretty good. Let's keep on working away. Sweet skis. Look at this. We are cleaned up in here. Everything is wrapped up for the most part. Now I've got a row of trees still down the side here by the shop. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with those yet. I may still knock these down just to give us, I don't know yet. I miss the shade we had before. It looks so good with all the shade we had down here in this old part of the farm. I mean, I like the old growth trees, and the fact that we have like nothing down here now, I'm going to have to plant some trees, I think, as well, once we get this built. Speaking of which, we're going to get on that right after lunch. We'll see if this can get this built, and then we're going to have to do some landscaping, I think, in here. Get this all cleaned up. We've got another row of trees here. I don't know if I can leave these or not yet. It's a big, we got planned, I should show you the blueprints, but we got a big, massive horse area planned out for this. I just hope we have the room. That's going to be the problem, is the room. It looks like it's a good amount of space, but once we get this place, guys, I think you're going to see that it's really not big enough for what we're planning here. So I don't know what to do with these trees yet. You can see that water tank. We got rid of that as well. There was the old water tank right on the side there. She's gone. Just a row of trees on the left, a row of trees on the right here, and that's it. So I'm hoping I can leave these and maybe still make it work, but if I can't, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to have to knock some more of these down. Maybe get rid of that shed. Maybe get rid of some of those silos right there as well. I don't know yet. We'll take a look after lunch, though. We'll grab a bite to eat, and we'll figure this out in a bit. All right, quick lunch. You know what? We got the best workers out in Farm Sim out here. You know, I may be the best driver in Farm Sim. I think we got the best workers in Farm Sim out here. In fact, well, you can kind of see the horse pasture is done. We got it built. If you look out in the distance, let's pull a single head. You can kind of see, actually, right through there. There she is. Our horse barn. Look at that thing. Nice. So we've got the horse barn built. I'll show you the piece of land we've got. Now, I've got a couple options here on what I want to do. We're going to have to start doing a little bit of landscaping today to figure out exactly how this is going to all come together. I've got an idea of how I want it to look. We'll see if we can get it to look like that at all. Pulling nice and easy here. So this, well, here is where the path started. You remember we had all the old barns down here. Now we just have one massive horse paddock. Look at that. Oh man, we're able to put a lot of horses in here. Now I do need to make a road coming back through here. We've got some debris still, a little bit of debris left over. The main entryway, we'll have to go out to the field here a bit. Hopefully we don't get the Ford stuck. It's just down over in this neck of the woods. We'll go for a cruise over there. Let me take a quick look. You got one entryway on the left there. You've got the main gates right here. Should be able to open these up. There we go. Bit of a delay on the opening part. And then, as we start moving forward, we've got some drop points in here as well. There's a main door on the front and then along the side. All our troughs, our feeding troughs, are all in front of the barn right here. You can see you got food and water out in front, and then you got a place for some straw on the inside here. I'll just run inside and show you what we got. Look at all the stalls in here. Yeah, we can put quite a few horses in here, I think. Look at that. Looks good. Nice big open barn for inclement weather. I like it. Nice. We got... Now, one of the reasons why we kind of put it over on this side... Now, I didn't really necessarily want to have everything kind of facing this direction, but the way our sun's moving, so you got that's east over that direction there. The west, of course, is this way. We'll get a little bit of morning sun to heat up this side of the barn when the horses are out, hopefully. And then you can see... We go inside. We got these big windows inside the barn off to the west, so that there'll be like our sunset will come in this way. We got a bit of light coming into the barn in the evening, which is kind of what I wanted right there. I think that looks nice. Excellent. And no other entryways, unfortunately. I was kind of hoping we'd have something on this side. We could always make a hole in the fence, I suppose, but there's not much over on this side here. Now you can see the way we're going to take over part of our field. This kind of lines up with our house. You can see our house right there. Kind of lines up straight across, so I do need to what I want to do is make this here into more of a vehicle storage area. Let's jump up on the fence here. You can see we've got like this kind of plot of land. We've got probably about maybe an acre and a half or so here. I might turn this just into a vehicle storage area. I'll put a couple sheds here and make it so that we can place some vehicles in here, like our combines. What else would we put? Maybe some of our trailers, our large trailers, because right now they're up by the road. I'd like to have them kind of secured and hidden back here. But that being said, I do love that we have our house that kind of looks over the pasture here. I want to be careful and try not to block views as much as possible. I don't know if it's going to be possible, because I was thinking like even right in this corner, right up front here, it'd be a good spot for just a small shed of some sort, or maybe even a larger one, an open tile shed, kind of like that hay shed we have right there, to be honest, just so we can kind of block or put some vehicles in here. I don't know yet. I don't know if that's going to work without totally destroying our view of our horse pasture, but I'll have to figure something out. So let me get the truck out of this field. From there, we're going to start doing some landscaping. See if we can get this looking pretty. I'm hoping I've got a bit of a vision. We'll see what it looks like. All right, guys, there you have it. What do you think? Do you think it looks good? I'm actually okay with it. So, made some paths throughout the middle of the field there for our horses to get around once we get them. Made a bit of a parking lot here because obviously we're going to be boarding horses, so I want to be able to put some for parking spots for our guests when they come. Enough for, maybe 6 vehicles, half a dozen. Yeah, that's all right. You can see we got our entryway down here. Leads us into our barn area. Little path that leads us back over to the back side of the pigsty right there. And then when we warp across the far side, when we get to the back side over there, you can see we put up another barn. Now I'm still thinking over here. We've got a lot of land right in this neck of the woods that I want to do something with. Maybe we can put like we need some kind of a straw barn or something along those lines. We need something for our hay and our straw. I don't have any options for that yet. As well, you can see we got a storage shed back there. I think I put it in the right spot. Oh, I'll jump that fence. Let's jump over this fence here as well. I think we got, yeah, look at that. We got a nice view still looking over across our fields. That looks good, actually. And we'll be able to store some large equipment in here. Nice, massive storage area. This is good. I'll use this a lot. So that works out. I'm pretty happy with that. The only thing I do need to figure out, I'm going to need a spot. I don't have any places to cut grass yet. I've got no way of getting hay. I'm going to have to buy hay if I want to do that. But spring, I think we can maybe plant some grass on the far side of this field, all the way down to that range road down over there. And then we'll have a small grass field. This is a pretty big field right here. I'm not overly concerned about taking up a little more space of it. We're already kind of wrecking it a little bit as is by cutting this off. So if we just cut that all the way down to that range road, that far road over there, and just plant grass down there and use that for our hay, I think that'll be okay. I think I'll look at that. Anyways, what do you guys think of the build? Let me know down in the comments. Is there something I'm missing? What else would you put down in this area? I got a lot of space over here. I could put another building. Like I said, some kind of a straw storage area, straw and hay. I do need to figure that out. But other than that, what am I missing? Let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, you know what to do. Drop that like. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll catch you next time. From Nebraska Lands, this is Klutch. Over and out.